Okay, I got my colors. These are the colors. This is like my mini palette. This palette I'm gonna use to color. Crazy, right? Oh yeah, crazy. No, it's gonna be my grayscale. Well, first it's like colored right now, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna switch to grayscale. Now here's the problem I had. Now I tried different ways to kind of do this little challenge thing with the grayscale and coloring, whatever. I actually had to go on my computer's settings and turn everything to grayscale because I didn't know how to do it like any other way. Which meant I also had to kind of edit the video too to make it grayscale. So like around this time, like before I did like the twirly twirl, I grayscaled it and then I did the twirl, so it'd be a lot more like, oh, where the colors go, which colors it is. And I didn't realize how some of the colors were so similar to each other in terms of like this brown looks a little similar to like this other color that was also kind of gray. It was gray. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell what colors are there because I don't memorize my colors. I don't know if anyone remembers the colors. So for this, I decided to actually draw a little character that I kind of really liked from a certain game. Cough Cough Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact. Played that game for like 2020, like when COVID kind of started, because that was really the only one of the games that was kind of new. Everyone played it. I played it. I only collected husbandos mainly because it was like a saving strategy. You can't really, if you're free to play, you can't really pull for every character. I'll tell you that there's too many characters, and with the like amount of male characters like MiHoYo made actually was very beneficial to me because I was able to get almost all of them, okay, except for two archons. Like, you still cannot get those two archons. I always lose 50-50 with those two for some reason. It's so weird, but still don't have those two. But all the other characters I got. So I decided to draw just Nueve. Just him. First time drawing him, so when I was looking at pictures of him, oh my goodness gracious. I kid you not, his clothing is crazy. Boy, I had no idea what I was doing, okay? I'm just coloring. I'm grabbing the colors that I twisted around from the top little corner on the right side over there. I'm sorry, did I say right side? I meant the left side, okay? On the left side. Now, I had to color the background for one reason. It was because when I'm using the lighter colors, it's kind of hard with the white background, you get me? It just kind of gets really hard to see where you're coloring, so I made it a bit darker. What color was the background? I have no idea. I do not have no idea. Don't even look at me, okay? Because I had no idea. I'm serious, I had no idea. So starting with the face, like I usually always do, finally finished rendering it. Like, gosh, that took a while. I do revisit it quite a couple of times actually, but having I'm just coloring on top of everything. Really, I don't know exactly what I'm doing at this point. I'm really coloring grayscale, so everything just looks gray, black and gray for me. You know what I mean? Anyways, skipping to the clothing now. Oh geez, his clothing is very, very detailed. I was a little afraid. I was very afraid when doing it. Because in the sketching, I had all of it like sketched out, and I just didn't want to have to redo it in terms of just like sketching it again, but I'll like color this time. So I decided to say, you know what, I'm just gonna like fill it in. I'm gonna grab the sketch layer, put it on top, and just color while being on the sketch layer. Supposedly I was on the wrong layer the entire time. Like, I started a new layer and it was supposed to be on top of the sketch layer, but I didn't realize I was still on the sketch layer and I had already finished both. So my genius idea was to kind of just copy and paste it, lasso tool around the bow that I already finished, and then just paste it into like a new layer. In which I did, but let me tell you, that didn't turn out good because I eventually just kind of scrapped it. I threw it away and then just kept on coloring on the actual sketch layer because there was just no point. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I just did what I did, what I was comfortable with. I stuck to the same layer, so the clothing is all on one layer, all on one layer. So the majority of everything here is just it's just me coloring the jacket on top of the same layer I used to sketch it. I kid you not, I'm just zooming through this because it took forever. This was like a very long process. I was really trying to do my best with this fan art for Nueve because these are like the characters that I like. He's like a Hydro Dragon, which you never really expected to be actually pretty strong. Like, when I first got him, I lost the 50-50. It was traumatic for me. because I've only ever lost 50/50s on like bow users. So he was the very first character I lost a 50/50 on like a non-bow user. So it felt pretty awkward for me to lose it. And I farmed. I farmed crazy that day. Like I'm free to play, okay? Free to play. I farmed crazy that day and I got him. Now, thanks to that, I wasn't unable to get wirelessly, so I had to wait till his rerun, which took like a year for it to come. I'm telling you, a year? A year? Holy smokes. Anyway, so quick tip, if you don't want to color the other side, just, lasso it and then copy and paste it onto the other side. That's exactly what I did. Don't, it's okay to be lazy, okay? That side took me probably like 2 hours to color, constantly zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out. It took me a while, and I just was getting tired. It's like, oh, my head's hurting. This hurts. Grayscale. Oh, I was also watching a TV show at the same time while doing this, but because I couldn't put the grayscale settings on one side, so basically just the drawing tablet, I was stuck watching the TV show also in grayscale, so it was quite the experience. It's quite the experience. Never hurts to watch a movie with no color. It was actually very difficult for me because I wasn't really like my full focus wasn't on it, so I was a bit confused on what was happening the majority of the time, and it was just like everyone. It was hard to tell what's happening because it got too dark and I couldn't see. I'm kind of blind, not really, but it was just too dark. Okay. And starting the hair. Let's start with the hair. Gotta finish the hair because the jacket's all. I think that's a jacket. It's a coat. I don't know. It was intricate though, so I think starting the hair. Not really, just continuing the hair actually. The hair. Have you ever felt like when you color a certain piece and then you return to that piece and all of a sudden you just can't seem to do the same thing again? Like you have like this thing going on and for some reason you just can't do it the same way how you were doing it like when you first started it. And it's gonna go fast, fast. Drawing Neuvillette it's a one-time thing. I don't think I'm ever gonna revisit it. No, thank you. Well, did some couple adjustments near the end. I noticed that he wasn't broad enough. I don't know how that happened. I did at the very end because, the bigger it is, the more coloring you have to do, unfortunately. So, started grouping up all the layers together because you need the layers grouped up to even deform him. So I had to fix that hairline. That hairline was not it. Felt too wide. And I will say, if you have a really big canvas, it does tend to lag a bit. My computer isn't like, whoa, it's such a NASA compute. No, it's not. It's just a basic pre-built. It is what it is. But it did lag a lot, so I didn't do much. I don't like doing much when it comes to lagging. It just frustrates me. But this is how he looks, not being grayed. I tell you, I don't know what happened, but I really do like the arms, like the green and yellow. Like, who would have thought that happened? Like he's yellow. He's yellow. He's not blue. I mean, blue skin would have made sense, you know what I mean? Because water dragon. No, he's yellow. You know what yellow is? Apple juice. He's apple juice. He's not a water bender. He's an apple juice bender. Thank you. Thank you.